What's cracking-lacking, everybody? Another episode of Between the Ribs, and this is a mad what's cracking-lacking between the ribs. Because things that make me so angry sometimes, and it bothers my mind, like it really does, when I see something that I don't understand. And the theory behind my mindset is just because it's your right, does it make it right? So I was scrolling through Facebook, social media, just hanging out, minding my own business, and I saw this post pop up, and it made me very angry. So the post up here is going to show you a picture of a lady exercising her constitutional right to support the candidates of her choice. She was minding her own business. She had her signs out with Kelly Kreitz and Carl Tipton, who I endorse personally, Between the Ribs. John DeMorse endorses them as stand-up Americans. And she had on a hat, sunglasses. She wasn't causing trouble. If you notice, she's just standing there holding a sign. She's not waving. She's not hollering. She's not making fun of people. She's not calling people bad names. She's just chilling, doing her thing, representing. Another person who I'm not going to talk about because that's not what we want to do, right? And I'll explain why. And I'll explain why I'm behind the people I'm behind. So another lady in her car either stopped, slowed down, or pulled over to take a picture of this lady doing what she was just doing, minding her own business, representing the people she wants to represent. And then in the caption, you can see here, be aware, just to advise you, the lady in the yellow hat is the president of our local chapter of Liberties or Moms for Liberty. All right? Vote wisely, it says. Now, here's my problem. The party who says we're all inclusive, we love, we stand on love, we stand on acceptance, and they also stand on open sex, but whatever. No hate here, no hate. We don't tolerate hate. But yet they always throw hate. That's all they talk about. And I understand both sides do it. Republican, Democrat, Independent, I get it. That's part of our nasty political society that we bash each other in politics. But one of the main reasons I got behind Carl Tipton and Kelly Kreitz, Kreitz, I said it right, is because when I interviewed both of them back 8 months ago, they promised me that they were not going to run a smear campaign, that they were going to run on their belief system, what they stood for, and the changes they wanted to make for Seminole County. So I was like, I can get behind that. All right, I'm a community man. I'm a man of Seminole County. I can get behind that. We're not going to talk trash about people. We're just going to promote you. And that's what we did. And I called Carl today to verify that he didn't change his stance and that I could quote him on this. So Carl and I talked today. I talked to Kelly earlier, and they both agreed, and you can check them if you want. Go back and check all their posts, all their history. They never once besmirched the other candidates. They only said things they didn't like about the school policies, things they wanted to change, and things they wanted to preserve and make better inside of, the Seminole County school system. So now, when I see posts like this up here, it makes me want to double down on my support and makes me want to come out and be louder and prouder, because why do you have to get engaged in a hateful, passive-aggressive crap hole post? It makes you a terrible person. And we blacked out the lady's name because we're not going to talk about her, because I promised Carl I wouldn't talk about her, but I'm talking about the post in the picture. Now, Moms for Liberty is a group of moms who care about their kids. And they have principles and a belief system they stand on. They do not want any sexual behavior or sexual conduct talk in a classroom of kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth graders. They're not banning all kind of books. They're banning books that have pornography in them. They're banning books that have sexual acts demonstrated in the books, which I don't care who you sleep with. You could be straight, gay, twisted, sideways, up, down, animalistic. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But how can you be so stuck in your echo chamber that you would fight a fight to say that these moms are bad and they're terrible and they're anti this and anti that and anti... No, they just stand for something. And it makes me sick that the crazy left, and I know not all Democrats and not all liberals are like this, but the loudest ones are so stuck in their hate, right? The group of people that says we don't do hate, we don't tolerate hate. Well, that's only unless you don't agree with them. Then they hate you, and they may call you names, and they pick at you, and they try to cancel your businesses, and they try to get you removed from society because you don't line up with their beliefs. God forbid you have your own mind and your own set of moral beliefs right? And if you keep them in the closet, that's where they want you. But if you express them, they want to hate you and pick at you. So it makes me sick. And when do people kind of wake up and realize that we, conservative Christian people, we're allowed to stand for something and have a voice without you calling us anti. It's not that we're anti-LGBTQ or that we're anti your propaganda, your sexual acts, your go ahead. Your choices. Thank you, Heather. Your choices. You can do whatever you want. We're just pro our stuff. So quit labeling people anti, just because you have no defense other than deflection. So here's what I did, and I'm not ashamed of it, okay? I got my ballot out. I've doubled down, all right? I support Amy Pinnock, Carl Tifton, Kelly Kreitz, Corey Mills, Rick Scott, Philip Polk, my man. He is a local businessman in Seminole County. He employs people, he fixes cars, and does body shop work. He put his money where his mouth is. And this is what makes me angry. People are out exercising their constitutional rights, standing in public places, 97 degrees today in Central Florida. They're not bothering nobody. They're not causing harm. They're just promoting what they stand for. And instead of you out on your corner promoting what you stand for, you want to attack people. And be passive aggressive about it also, like you're trying to warn the community. Her post said that Moms for Liberty are trying to destroy our educational system. No, they're not. They just want math, science, English, literature, geology, all that kind of stuff taught in the classroom, because that's what classrooms are supposed to be about. They're not supposed to be about your sexual orientation or who your teacher slept with or who your teacher likes or your teacher's political opinions, unless you're in political science class, and they don't have that in kindergarten. So how dare you, young lady, that made this post on a normal day, some of y'all exercising their constitutional rights, and you want to pick at them because you're such a terrible human being that you can't make a post with your people holding their signs. You got to pick at somebody else. Get a life and get better. Be better. Between the Ribs, Jonathan Morris.